You slowly surface from the deep ocean of sleep. For a fleeting moment, you are still there, in that other world. It was a dream, vivid and strange. Perhaps you were flying over a city made of glass, or talking to a long-lost friend. The feeling of it clings to you like mist, real and potent. You reach for the details, trying to hold on to the story, to grasp the thread of the narrative. But it slips through your fingers like fine sand. Within seconds, the vibrant images begin to fade into a formless gray. The powerful emotions dissolve. You are left with only a faint echo, a whisper of a memory, and a puzzling question. Why? This experience is universal. We spend a significant portion of our lives dreaming, yet the vast majority of these intricate internal films are lost to us the moment we wake. It can feel frustrating, like trying to recall the words to a beautiful song you just heard. The melody is there, but the lyrics are gone. To understand why dreams disappear, we must first understand where and when they are born. Most of our vivid, story-like dreams occur during a specific stage of sleep known as REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, and it is a fitting description. During this stage, though your body is almost completely paralyzed, your eyes dart back and forth beneath their lids as if you are watching a movie. Your brain is watching a movie, writing, directing, starring. The brain's activity during REM sleep is remarkable and paradoxical. It looks almost identical to its activity when you are fully awake. Your brain cycles through different stages of sleep throughout the night: light sleep, deep sleep, REM. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and we typically have 4 or 5 cycles per night. REM stages get longer as the night progresses, so your most memorable, longest dreams often happen just before you wake up. While many parts of the brain are buzzing with activity during REM sleep, one crucial region takes a notable step back. This area is the prefrontal cortex, located right behind your forehead. Think of the prefrontal cortex as the brain's chief executive, or its logical conductor. When you are awake, it is responsible for rational thought, decision-making, self-control, organizing and filing your memories in a coherent way. It helps you distinguish fantasy from reality and place events in a logical sequence. During REM sleep, however, the activity in key parts of the prefrontal cortex, particularly the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, is significantly reduced. It goes partially offline. This temporary quieting is a major reason why dreams are often so bizarre, illogical, and free from the constraints of reality. With the logical conductor on a break, your brain is free to make strange connections and create fantastical scenarios without judgment or a reality check. This is why you might accept flying or talking to an animal in a dream as perfectly normal, without questioning the impossibility of the situation. This reduced activity also has a profound impact on memory. Memory is not a single, simple thing. It is a complex process with different stages, like building a bridge from a fleeting moment to a lasting recollection. The first part of this bridge is short-term memory. It holds information for just a few seconds or minutes. To make a memory last, the brain must move it across the bridge into long-term memory. This critical process is called memory consolidation. During sleep, your brain is hard at work on this task, but it is selective about what it chooses to consolidate. It prioritizes strengthening memories of your real, waking life experiences. The brain uses sleep, particularly deep, non-REM sleep, to sift through the events of the day. It replays neural patterns related to skills you learned, or facts you encountered, reinforcing the important connections and pruning the trivial ones. However, when the brain shifts into REM sleep, its priorities change. Beyond the structure and activity of brain regions, the chemical environment of the brain also changes dramatically when we sleep. The levels of certain key brain chemicals, known as neurotransmitters, rise and fall, orchestrating the different stages of sleep. One of the most important neurotransmitters for our story is norepinephrine. When you are awake, norepinephrine is coursing through your brain. It acts like a stimulant, sharpening your focus, boosting your alertness, helping to create strong, stable memories. It helps your brain pay attention and signals that an experience is worth remembering. However, as you drift into sleep and eventually enter the REM stage, something remarkable happens. The brain cells that produce norepinephrine almost completely shut down. The levels of this key alertness and memory chemical drop to virtually zero. This chemical shift is one of the defining features of REM sleep and a primary reason why our dreams are so hard to hold on to. The brain is essentially in a state that is chemically hostile to memory formation. It's like trying to take a photograph in a shutterless camera. The light comes in, but there is no mechanism to capture and fix the image permanently. The emotional centers of the brain, like the amygdala, can still be highly active, which is why dreams can feel so emotionally powerful. But emotion alone is not enough to form a lasting memory without the help of the right chemical cocktail. When you wake up, your brain quickly begins to produce norepinephrine again to help you become alert. This sudden chemical shift can be the final blow to a fragile dream memory. Even though most dreams are destined to fade, some manage to survive the journey into our waking consciousness. We have all had the experience of a dream that sticks with us, sometimes for a few hours, in rare cases, for a lifetime. Why do these particular dreams break the rules and linger in our memory? The answer often comes down to two key factors: the timing of our awakening, the emotional intensity of the dream itself. The most common reason we remember a dream is that we wake up directly in the middle of it or immediately after it ends. As we've seen, dreams primarily occur during REM sleep. If your sleep cycle is interrupted during this stage, the dream is still fresh and active in your short-term memory. You have a brief window of opportunity before the distractions of the waking world and before the changing chemistry of your brain wipes it clean to consciously pay attention to it. Another powerful factor is emotion. While the logical centers of the brain are quiet during REM, the emotional centers, particularly the amygdala, are often in overdrive. Dreams that are especially frightening, joyful, or profoundly strange can create such a strong emotional imprint that they are more likely to be remembered. Forgetting dreams may be the brain's default setting, but it is not an unbreakable rule. With a little intention and practice, you can train your mind to become better at catching these fleeting nightly stories. The most powerful and widely recommended tool for this purpose is the dream journal. The practice is simple. Keep a notebook by your bedside. Keep a pen by your bedside. The very first thing you do upon waking, before you check your phone, before you get out of bed, before you even move too much, is to write down anything you can remember about your dreams. This simple act works for several reasons. First, it creates a powerful intention. Second, the act of writing forces you to focus your attention on fragile dream fragments, strengthening their signal. Third, and most importantly, it manually transfers the memory from your brain's fleeting short-term buffer to a physical, permanent form on paper. Even if you only remember a single word, write it down. Even if you only remember a color, write it down. Even if you only remember a feeling, write it down. This practice trains your recall muscle over time. The fact that our brains are so expertly designed to forget dreams raises a fascinating question. Why? Is there an evolutionary advantage to letting these nightly narratives go? Some scientists propose a compelling theory known as the memory cleanup hypothesis. According to this idea, one of the primary functions of sleep is to sort and consolidate important memories from our waking lives. If our brains also held on to every single bizarre and illogical dream, our memory systems could become cluttered with useless or even confusing information. Forgetting dreams might be a crucial housekeeping mechanism. Think of your memory as a carefully organized library of your life. Each day, you bring in a new stack of books, your experiences. Overnight, your brain, the librarian, sorts through them, carefully cataloging the important ones and placing them on the correct shelves. Dreams can be seen as the rough drafts, the doodles in the margins, the fictional stories the librarian makes up to pass the time. To keep the library orderly and reliable, it's essential to discard these drafts. Forgetting dreams ensures that we don't confuse a dream memory of flying with the real memory of walking. Another related idea is that dreams function as a form of overnight therapy. During REM sleep, the brain reprocesses emotionally charged experiences from the day, but it does so in a chemical environment low in stress-inducing norepinephrine. This allows the brain to strip the painful emotional charge away from a difficult memory, keeping the lesson but softening the hurt. Our journey through the sleeping mind reveals that dreams vanish on purpose. They fade because our brain's logical conductor is quiet. Its memory-forming chemistry is altered. Its attention is focused. Repair, consolidation. Forgetting is the default, a clever design to keep our minds clear, our memories of reality sharp. The fleeting nature of dreams is not a bug, but a feature. It's a sign the brain performs nightly duties with quiet efficiency. The dream is a beautiful, temporary spectacle. It serves a deeper purpose, then gracefully exits the stage. Yet, knowing dreams are meant to be forgotten doesn't mean we cannot or should not try to remember them. They remain a source of wonder, a window into creative, emotional, mysterious parts of ourselves. They can offer insight, spark creativity, simply entertain us with their strangeness. Catching a dream is an act of gentle rebellion against the brain's default programming. It's a choice to pay attention to subconscious whispers, to value the stories our minds weave in the dark. With simple tools and a bit of intention, we can hold on to a few magical threads. A small call to action, a gentle invitation. Tonight, place a notebook by your bed. As you fall asleep, hold the quiet intention to remember. When you wake, middle of the night, soft light of morning, take a moment. Stay still. Reach for the fading images and feelings. Write down whatever you find, no matter how small or nonsensical. Try this for a week. See what happens.